This you can get. You stood right beside me, yeah, and I won't forget. And I really love you. You should know. I wanna make sure I'm right, girl, before I let go. We've had a good time. That's not to say we've hurting each other. Girl, it's a shame. I won't be foolish, no. I wanna know. I wanna make sure I'm right, girl, before I let go. Yeah. You know I thank the sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Oh no, before I let you go. I would never, 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 never let you go before I know. We were so close. Our love was strong. I can't understand it. No. Where did we go wrong? And I won't be hasty, girl. I've got to know. I gotta make sure I'm right before I let go. I wanna know. I can't let you go. I can't let you go.
What is going on, Eagles Nation, and welcome back to the live stream. Welcome back, man. I'm really excited about today's live. Got a lot to talk about tonight. Hopefully everybody's feeling good. Everybody's feeling all right. We got a lot to talk about, right? We're going to talk a little bit about Nick Sirianni's message to the fans of Philadelphia, the message to the players. Nick Sirianni, he's said a lot, since he's been, our head coach. Some good things, some not so good things, but I think his messaging to the team is right on the money, and it was a reason why I played that long song, right, to start tonight's show, and it's because, I think a lot of times, even in sports, like, you can celebrate too soon, right? You go back to, when Deshaun Jackson, he had the huge, what would have been a touchdown, before he got in the end zone, he pretty much tossed the football back, celebrating too soon, right? And then you also have a situation where, you know, you may celebrate too long and you don't know when to stop celebrating, right? And so for me, the whole point of this is to basically say, I think Nick Sirianni and what he's saying to the players and what he's saying to the city of Philadelphia, he's 1,000% right. The Super Bowl is over, right? Here's a video of Nick Sirianni talking a little bit about it.
We're to a point now where the celebration is over, right? The celebration of the Super Bowl is over. And I know that there'll be people, you know, I know BG and Saquon threw out the first pitch, and then we'll have our ring ceremony and all that. But our preparation is here. Celebration is over, preparation is here. And there's nothing like getting back in there and starting to work again. And because if you, with our team and the leaders that we have on this football team, if you're not busting your butt and giving everything you got, you'll be exposed. And that's why I'm so we value these guys so much. Try not to work hard in front of Saquon Barkley or Jalen Hurts, and they'll be on you.
Yeah, to me that is great messaging. That is great coaching, man. And I feel like this is the Nick Sirianni that I've been waiting to arrive. Nick has, at this point, ton of wins up under his belt, ton of experience. He understands how the media works in Philadelphia, understands what to say now, what not to say. And it takes a great parent. Like, I know some of you guys may have children. I have a son. It takes a great parent to know when to reel your kids back in, right? Playing around with other kids just a little bit too much. Hey, come on, stop it. Get over here, right? You just know, right? And so for me, it feels good that we have a head coach in Nick Sirianni who understands when to turn the page, right? As fans, that's the great thing about being an Eagles fan. We ain't getting paid millions of dollars, so we're not being asked to turn the page, right? We can relive this Super Bowl over every day if we want to, right? We watch whatever, we don't have to. We're not held to the same standard as these players, and so that's the beautiful part about it. But I think in terms of the messaging, I think is great. Yeah, man. So Howie Roseman doing a lot this week as well, bringing in a very interesting move, bringing in a very interesting guy, Terrace Marshall Jr. from LSU. I think it's a very solid pickup. He is 24 years old, former second-round pick. I think he was taken 50th overall. What I like about Terrace Marshall Jr. is he's a guy who has played with big-time names, right? So you come to Philadelphia. Not sure what happened with the Panthers. I can say that the Panthers had no quarterback play, right, his rookie year, and then Bryce Young comes in, he struggles. So he just kind of got caught up in a very weird quarterback system. Then he goes to the Raiders. They don't have a quarterback, right? So I'm looking at a guy who has talent, right? 6'2", runs a 4.38, can get open, uses his body well to get open. To me, this is a clear sign to, Jahan Dotson, like, hey, like the slot position, is no guarantee that's going to be your job. You're going to have to earn it. And so to me, there's nothing wrong with competition. What I like about let me see here. What's up, AK? 1 second, bro. I'm going to get you. I can't see the comment right there. What I like about the Terrence Marshall pick is he's played with Jettis, who is the best wide receiver in the league at this point today. He's played with Jamar Chase, who's probably right behind Jettis, right, as the second best wide receiver in this league. So he's coming into Philadelphia where A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith arguably could be better than both of those guys, depending on who you ask, right? As a group. So for me, Terrence Marshall, man, I like the move. I don't think it's a bad move. And you want to have depth, right? Especially at wide receiver, especially at marquee positions that you have on your offense, because it's not it's not in the Eagles' favor that A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith are going to last, an entire season, right? It's Saquon Barkley, I'm sure, is probably going to get nicked up quite a bit this year. Maybe he misses a game or two. It's just not for Saquon to play 34 straight games. You know what I mean? Like, great player, but you just understand, like, football, some guys get nicked up here and there. So for me, a guy like Terrence Marshall Jr., I'm just not mad at it. Not mad at it. So 1 second, let me get back to my screen so that I can see that comment. All right, AK, got you here. All right. AK says, we have had the luxury of having solid coaches over the years. Nick is no exception. Dude is amazing and knows how and when to adapt. Yeah, I would have to agree. Early on, I wouldn't agree. But, Nick Sirianni, he was growing just like everybody else, right? He was growing just like Jalen Hurts was growing. He was growing just like A.J. Brown was growing. Like, he's growing just like everybody else. And so, I can sit here today and say, you know what? Maybe I wasn't as patient as I should have been. And thank God I don't get paid the big bucks, because I probably would have prematurely fired Nick Sirianni. Sometimes you need a Jeff Lurie to understand, like, okay, we're not going to fire him. We're going to get this guy one more year because we understand how the process works, right? So, again, I've said it from the mountaintops. Nick Sirianni deserves a ton of praise and a ton of credit for what he was able to do with the Philadelphia Eagles this year, and previous years. And so for me, I think they're saying that they're working on the contract extension. Is well deserved, man. Yeah. So that's how I feel about that. Right now where the Eagles are, I think anything can happen in the draft. I want to show you guys something really quick. I did a mock draft the other day, and I'm telling you, I personally think this is my best mock draft I've ever done. I'm just saying, me personally, based on how the board fell, I really like this mock draft right here. Like, I'm not sure how some people may feel about it, but it's a very weird draft because I saw some guys' names late, and I'm like, oh my God, he's still available? Like, what's going on? So let me see here. Shout out to my guy. Old School, what's good, bro? Let me know if you want to join the show today, man. Let me know. I'll put the link in the chat below for you, bro. I want to get your takes, man. Want to see what you're thinking about in regards to the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me know what you want to do. We got a jam-packed show, guys. We're going to be all over the place. We're going to watch some videos of the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl celebration video. I think they just dropped. Got some more folks coming in. So basically today's live kind of going to be all over the place, but I was talking about Nick Sirianni and his message to the city of Philadelphia in terms of it being time for us to turn the page. And I thought it was a great message. I thought it was something that, we needed to hear as fans. I think one of the worst things you can do is celebrate too early and not know when it's time to go. Right? Like if you ever been to a wedding, right? They start to dim those lights, right? They looking at you out the side of your, because you going back up there getting more plates and getting more beverages. They're like, dude, it's time to go. Right? So Nick Sirianni, I love the messaging. I love the Super Bowl is over. The fans, we can enjoy that. But here in Philadelphia at the Link, we're no longer celebrating the Super Bowl. Once we drop the banner, once we show you all the rings, once we put the trophy up for the last time, once we clean it up real good, it is done. We're moving on. But I think that's one of the great things about the city of Philadelphia, specifically with the fans. Like, you got to think about our first Super Bowl. How many people talk about the Eagles beating the Patriots? Like, we don't even, it's just not something, it's not our way, it's not in our culture. So I think the beautiful thing about the city of Philadelphia is we move on. Like, we chase greatness so much so we won the Super, we beat the Chiefs. Like, can we beat them again? We're focused on dynasty now, right? And so dynasty looks like what Nick Sirianni said, right? That's what dynasty looks like. Nick is like, let's turn the page. Like, can the Philadelphia Eagles turn the page, get back, put their head, right, in the dirt and get back to work, right? And if Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts can get on the same page, and they seem to be on the same page already, man, we may really have a dynasty, because that's what Bill Belichick did. That's what Tom Brady and Bill was able to do and sustain it, and why they were able to sustain it for so long, right? You win one, all right, that's cool. I want to win again, all right? So I got you, bro. I got you, bro, for sure. So Amen says, the past is the past. We're trying to improve today now. Don't look back. Absolutely, right? And so Nick Sirianni saying this, and I'll play the video again because I just love the messaging.
We're to a point now where the celebration is over, right? The celebration of the Super Bowl is over. And I know that there'll be people, I know BG and Saquon throughout the first pitch, and then we'll have our ring ceremony and all that. But our preparation is here. Celebration is over, preparation is here. And there's nothing like getting back in there and starting to work again. And because if you, with our team and the leaders that we have on this football team, if you're not busting your butt and giving everything you got, you'll be exposed. And that's why I'm so about.
Yeah, man, I love that. I mean, that's what this whole thing is about. It's not about, hey man, we beat the Chiefs last year. Okay, we understand that, but we're preparing for the draft. Like, imagine if you were Jeff Lurie and Howie and Nick, and you're at the owners' meeting talking about what you did in the Super Bowl. Like, we all know, the world knows. All right, yeah, but did you see what we did to Patrick? Yeah, did you see what the Chiefs just did to go get better, to beat you? If you want to try to go to the Super Bowl again, right? So that's the kind of messaging that I wanted to see, that I wanted to hear. So give me 1 second. Trying to put this link in the chat. Here we go. All right. This link is for whoever wants to join the show, but specifically my guy, Old School Eagle, man. Here you go, bro. There is the link right there, man. Excited to have you on the show if you want to join tonight. As I mentioned before, man, I'm really excited about today's episode. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat. Yeah, while we wait for some folks to join the show, if they're joining tonight, I want to have you guys take a look at my mock draft here. this mock draft I did the other day, and I was like, man, this is if the Eagles actually did this, I would be really, like, really, really excited. Um, at 32, somehow, some way, James Pierce Jr. fell all the way down to the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, just couldn't pass that up. His 6'5", runs a 4.4, 4.5. His athletic ability. Um, yeah, Amos says I think DT would be better than DN for us first in the first round. Yeah, man, it could really go either way. It could really go either way, and I'm really excited for the draft to really see what the Philadelphia Eagles are going to do. James Pierce Jr. has been a player. I literally have him on Madden. I did it last year and he was a guaranteed lock top 5 player. So to even be having a conversation about the Eagles looking at James Pierce Jr. at 32 is just crazy. At 64, it was hard not to go tight end because you still had a couple of guys on the board. You had Fannin Jr. still on the board. But I just wanted to solidify this defensive front. Our identity is the D-line. The Eagles signed 2 tight ends in the offseason. And so I'm like, we still have technically Dallas Goedert on the roster. So it was hard for me to pull the trigger with Dallas on the roster. If Dallas Goedert was not on his roster, I would probably, take a guy there. But I was able to get a kid in with our last pick. And that was good. So, and then you see I got Jack Sawyer, which to me, I would have easily taken him at 64. I just didn't see him. 134, I go Malachi Moore. I mean, you see Isaiah Bond here at 164, which he's probably going to drop because of his sexual assault case or whatever that he's going to clear his name here soon. I would have easily taken Isaiah Bond at 96. Easily. Isaiah Bond is a bona fide dog, and I hope he clears his name, and I hope the Eagles give him an opportunity because he is an outstanding talent. I went Ty Robinson out of Nebraska. I just like his tape. And then I go Jalen Conyers out of Texas Tech. Great quarterback. Great tight end. He was a former quarterback. So, yeah, man, I thought this was pretty solid. Malachi Moore, Jack Sawyer, and James Pierce Jr. coming off the edge. Big Darius Alexander, big Jordan Davis, big Jalen Carter. Like, stop it. Isaiah Bond. Come on now. Yeah. Old school, do me a favor. Call back in, bro. I had you in the waiting room. Call back in and I'm going to get you on the show. Yeah, so that was my little mock draft I did. Yeah, I thought it was pretty solid. Right now, we're going to wait on my guy, Eagle Old School, great content creator. I'm trying to link up with more content creators. So if you guys have favorite content creators that you guys enjoy outside of this channel, let me know so I can try to link up with them and get them on the show and all of that good stuff. I got my guy Old School in the building. 1 second. See if I can add him here. Let me see if I go here. Yo, what's going on, Mr. Eagle Old School?
How you doing, bro?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. How you doing?
All right, man. Shoot. Got this Eagle football going on. You think he ain't gonna be a good third receiver for us?
Yeah, yeah. Do me a favor. I think you have some in the background playing. If you could just turn that down so I can hear you just a little bit better.
Yeah, yeah. I got my guy. I just turned it up. I got it now.
Got you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. First of all, bro, where are you from? And how long have you been an Eagle content creator? All that good stuff.
Well, basically, when I was a youngster, I went. I used to follow the Eagles all the way back when they had that first Super Bowl back against the Raiders.
Mm.
I used to like Will Montgomery, Harold Carmichael, them old Eagles back then.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you, man, that defense that we got now, it reminds me a lot of the Cowboy defense a long time ago. I had to grow up in Texas. You know what I'm saying? My father was in the Air Force, and he from Philadelphia. He grew up over there in Mount Airy,
Okay.
over in Broad Street.
Okay. Okay.
And so and and I always been an Eagle fan for a long time and everything. And the thing that gets to be the most is those haters on Jalen Hurts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They keep on saying all they had to do. They keep talking word about them 100-yard games and stuff where he be throwing the ball and stuff, man. But he still controls the game.
Oh yeah.
Just because, like you say, just because we don't do it, don't mean we can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Jalen
he proved
Hurts.
that. He proved that a bunch of times.
Yeah. Well, he
And
got one now. So.
yeah, and I tell you that a firm believer defense win championships. They try to keep it. They try to keep it back together. They gonna be able to replace Milton Williams, man. But it is what it is. That means Jalen Carter got to step up, and Jordan Davis too. They ain't bring out them Bulldogs to the Eagles for nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I feel you, man. When it comes to Jalen Hurts,
Yeah,
um sorry about that. When it comes to like Jalen Hurts, man, he's in a different category, right? Like you finally have hardware. Yeah, it's like it's a different
yeah,
kind of conversation now. You can't have a regular conversation when the guy that's not regular. Jalen Hurts is no longer regular, right?
yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
Only one better than him is the GOAT right now, and
Yeah,
he happened to be the only one to beat the GOAT. They keep on
exactly.
saying Josh Allen is supposed to be the premier, dual quarterback. I think it's Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? And he can't beat Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Jalen Hurts got a 6-3 record in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
All these elite quarterbacks and stuff that's supposed to be so called better than him, he done beat them.
Yep. And beat him, and
You know
then
what I'm saying? He done beat them.
yep.
And then they want to bring the excuse that it was the defense. Like, dang, okay, it's the defense.
Hey,
And
hey,
just
old
like you
school.
said,
I love
he
how
the
you
only
popping
one.
off.
Yeah. And he the only one. He the only one that gave some money back to their franchise. All these big time quarterbacks to get paid over $50 million.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts the only one done bring it back. All of that Prescott the highest paid one. He
yeah,
got two playoffs. He got two playoff wins in 10 years.
yeah. See, I don't need Dak Prescott. Not even in. Dak can't even enter into this room. You know what I mean? He can't even. It ain't
Yeah.
even a thing, right? So,
I can't
Carlos.
I can't wait. I hope we play Detroit, man. You know how that wide receiver for Detroit talking all that noise. You talk about he wanna play us first, like he don't want a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's the
Like he
first
don't want a
game.
Super Bowl.
It's the first game. Like talk that when the like NFC Championship. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, yeah,
even if you win, we still dropping a banner. What what what
yeah.
what does that
That's
mean?
the thing. That's the thing. Gonna drop that banner and let them know this is the beginning of a new dynasty, man. This is the beginning of a new dynasty.
And that's the crazy part. They don't care about. They just want to get a win for their ego, and they don't even care that we about to drop a banner. They don't care. They don't freaking care.
They be caring about the middle of first quarter when we start laying the wood on their ass again. You know what I'm saying? I love our defense, man. Is finna make history, man. They gonna be even better this year. I'm telling you, man, because they done got a taste of it. All them Bulldogs and Zach Bond now, they putting it together. They don't want nobody to do nothing, man. I'm telling you, they gonna be lucky to get 2 touchdowns a game against that defense.
Yeah, man. We gonna be fine, man. As long as we get through this draft and Howie Roseman is doing what he needs to do, I think the Eagles we're set up to be champions, and that's something that I think a lot of teams, even some of those Detroit Lions wide receivers, they're not understanding. Like you look at the Washington Commanders, yeah, they trade for Jeremy Tunsil, but he's no 25-year-old superstar left tackle. Everybody that they have signed in the offseason is 30 plus, right? The
Yeah,
Eagles we
yeah.
are
They used to be stars,
yeah, you know
but
what I'm saying?
but
Used to be.
in that draft in that draft, man, for real. I sure wish we could get that safety from South Carolina, man.
Oh, you talking about Nick? I hate his last name though because it's such a tongue twister. Eamon Worry.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, he'd be perfect. I think he'd be the perfect person to be in that spot right there. But the only way we're gonna be able to do that is if we move up in the draft in front of Baltimore, because Baltimore's supposed to be trying to get him.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Got a comment. Carlos says Jalen has a strong tunnel vision. He can block it all out, and he plays his best ball in the biggest games. That's absolutely correct. I have.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
no doubt.
yeah. I mean, and
He's
that
that he's that ultimate. He's that ultimate leader, man. And he's a smart brother too. He just take that criticism with stride. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? He's as long all the times that they was criticizing him about his passing game. Not one of them he took a L. Not one
not
of them.
not one.
Every last one of them was a win, wasn't it?
Yeah, and what I love about it though is, a lot of guys they say that they're going to put the team first, or they say that that's their whole thing is team first. But when coach comes to you, say, "Hey, Jalen Hurts, man, we got Barkley back here, and we're going to need to feed him the ball. That's going to take the ball out of your hands about 25%, right? Are you cool with that? Oh yeah, I'm cool with that. Do you
Yeah.
think this is going to help us win? As long as it helps us win, right? And
And
so,
it was evident. It was evident as soon as he said that. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Because is that what y'all wanted to see when he finally got to throw the ball?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
go right back to that result. Just because we're not doing it, doesn't mean we can't.
Right. And so when I look at Jalen Hurts, and we gotta go back, OG. We gotta go back and we gotta think about even Jalen Hurts, like giving the Philadelphia Eagles a financial break. Jalen Hurts could have signed for way more money. If Jalen Hurts signed for like a crazy deal, AJ Brown doesn't get paid. Devontae Smith doesn't get paid. Jalen Hurts
Yeah,
took a team-friendly deal in hopes that the Eagles could bring back AJ, in hopes that they can sign a
I think
Saquon Barkley
Devontae.
and do all
I
those
think
things.
Devontae took the friendly deal because he could have went somewhere else to be somebody else's number one. He don't want to. He ain't all about that money about being a star because he's gonna be a star right there.
Yeah.
They got that Alabama background. He gonna be able to make it happen.
And Jalen Hurts has said it. I think he said it during his presser. He said, "Man, money is nice, championships are better." Right?
I
So
know
like
it.
he he
Boy,
said it.
that's a major. That is a major quote by him, man. And he gonna do that the rest of his duration as being a starter, and keeping that dynasty going. He got he
Exactly.
got a he got a major win loss record, man, and he's finna keep it going. He
Yeah,
gonna
my
be the ultimate leader this year, and they gonna hate on him even more. They gonna say all them quarterbacks, Joe Burrow, you know what I'm saying? And once he got to the Super Bowl, that was it. They don't even smell the playoffs no more. and they
Yeah.
paying them all their money. And I hope Cincinnati is on our schedule.
Yeah, I think they are. I'm not sure, but everybody is now. You know, when you win it all and you do it the right way, everybody is looking at you, man. But honestly, I think the Eagles got better offensively. Man, you talk about adding. It's one thing to try to stop Saquon. Then you got to
Yeah.
stop big dead legs, big AJ Dillon. Dude,
Oh yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
I'm telling you, about the third or fourth quarter, boy, them defenses gonna be wore down. They're gonna be wore down. We gonna, we gonna have a whole bunch of them 10-minute drives and stuff.
They're gonna be
Put a
killing
game
the
on lock.
boys.
Having all these so-called elite quarterbacks and stuff watching the game.
Yeah, yeah,
They're
man.
gonna be watching the game while we control things.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it's all about. Rex says, I'm excited for the draft and what Howie will do with these picks. Yeah, man. What? How many days we got? What is it? What's
I
today's?
don't know. It's like after the 20th. But I mean, if we can get that safety for South Carolina, man, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Yeah, we got 12 more days. Rex, man, thank you so much for the comments. The comment. I'm excited to see who comments next, man. Right here on Think Eagles. Yeah, I did a video on Nick Worry. He is he's a problem child. If the Eagles can get him, Malachi Starks, Xavier Watts, like the great thing about where the Eagles are, bro, is I mean, we have the capital to go up. We can do whatever we want to do. We don't have to
Yes.
sit right there at 32, right? We can go. I see the Eagles being able to trade as high up as 20 if they really wanted to. They really
Yeah,
wanted to.
because I hope they be able to get right in front of Baltimore and get that safety, man. And that be like the missing piece since they got rid of CJ Garner. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna be running a race trying to get to them tackles.
Yeah.
Him, Mitchell, and Cooper Jazeen, Zach Bond,
Woo!
they gonna be on the high bed. I'm telling you, everybody going up against that defense, boy, they gonna feel it. They
Yeah.
gonna feel it. They gonna feel it, man. I'm telling you,
OG,
man.
OG say they gonna feel it.
Yeah. Jalen Carter gonna get a big hit. They said, "Dang, is that Jerome Brown?"
Listen, and that's why I
Hey,
made the.
and then
That's what
and then and then Nolan Smith come on the end. He get a big old side. They say, "Oh, is that Reggie White coming back?"
I'm telling you, man.
I'm
Everybody
telling you,
trying to. Every
they like that 92 defense. They like
yeah.
that 92 defense, man. With Eric Allen, I'm telling you, man, that defense that we got now, it remind me so much of that 92 defense, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody trying to get a piece, man. Carlos says, we are very fortunate to have a QB who doesn't care about social media attention during the social media era. He doesn't care about attention, stats, gratification. He's rare. He's a rare specimen. Yeah, man. Great comment by Carlos, man. I tell you, Jalen Hurts is he's him, bro. There's no other way to say it. He's him, and we're lucky to have him. We're lucky
I,
to
I
have
love
him.
how I love how he goes up. How he overcomes the adversity, man. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying? They keep on doubting him and saying all the other stuff. Talk about all of a sudden he can't. Man, they talk about he can't throw the ball. He got one of the best deep balls in the game, man.
I haven't
You
seen
know
it.
what I'm saying?
I haven't seen a deeper. Well, pause here, fellas. I haven't seen a deeper ball, a better deeper ball than Jalen Hurts. I mean, I'm gonna be when he's ready to sling it, it's gone and it's. Phew, 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 phew. I mean,
Hey,
it's gone.
hey, you know how they be saying, Josh Allen is supposed to be better than Jalen Hurts too, and everything. But I'm telling you, he's supposed to be the best dual quarterback. But I think Jalen Hurts run the ball better than Josh Allen.
Oh yeah,
If it come down to it, you know what I'm saying. And the main thing, even though they be trying to say he built better and he throw the deep ball better and Josh Allen and everything like that, but how many times has he beat the GOAT in the
yeah.
playoffs? How many times
Zero.
has Josh Allen beat the GOAT in the playoffs?
That'll be
There you
a
go.
zero,
There
sir.
you go. There you go.
That'll
Hey,
be a
that,
zero, sir.
that put Jalen Hurts right above him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He's supposed to be the. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and his stats gonna be even better this year, man. I'm telling
yeah,
you. On that read option, they're gonna be going sucking in, trying to go after Barkley. I'm telling you, Jalen gonna get close to at least 800 yards
yeah,
and three. It's gonna be a commanding thing on that road to back Super Bowls. The
yeah,
new
man.
dynasty. The new
Yeah,
dynasty.
yeah. The new
You
and
know
the
what I'm saying?
real. Yeah.
And the new dynasty.
Humble Service says, I would rather have Starks, but Eamon Worry is good. I got Carlos coming next with another comment. He says, let me see. Jalen Hurts told the media I had a purpose before anybody had an opinion. Yeah, like for
Yeah.
me, and the
And
kid is
I love
25.
it, man. That's a smart brother, and his opinion and the way he's going about it is going to be he's going to be the next GOAT, man. He chasing Patrick Mahomes right now,
Yeah,
and
he is.
both times he don't win against him on the biggest stage. He don't took over.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. Now, if Jalen Hurts gets it done again this year, oh yeah, we got to start having. He is now in the greatest. He's in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah, they keep on talking about him, man. He be getting 14 to 15 last year, 18 wins in a season.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
doing his job. All these quarterbacks that got the over $50 million a year contract, and
Mm-hmm.
they barely even in the playoffs, and they still supposed to be better than Jalen Hurts, man. But you know, they don't make it make sense. They don't
Mm-mm.
make it make sense. And like he said, he said the money's good, but championships are better.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Championships are
saying?
better.
He said
Yeah.
he said that money's good, man, but the championships are better. Like them Dallas Cowboys. Just like the Dallas Cowboys, that Prescott, he wanted to get the highest paid. CeeDee Lamb want to get 35 million a year, and the rest of the team got to be like the longest yard or the water boy or something. Because they can't pay nobody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
They could have they both could have gave up $5 million, and they
Mm-hmm.
could have got Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I am so glad that they didn't do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
But
I think we good. I think the Eagles are good. I'm gonna say this. Like, I didn't expect for us to win a Super Bowl this past season, and I think that's what makes it so sweet. Is that when you accomplish something before you're supposed to accomplish it, it's a really beautiful thing because it tells you that what you thought could happen, yeah, you on the right path. And so to me, I see the Eagles. I don't see why we can't go back this year.
yeah,
That's just my
I
opinion.
think we're
I
gonna
don't
go
see
back.
why we can't go back.
The main reason why I think that we're gonna go right back is that they still hungry, man.
Yeah.
They don't got a taste of it. They celebrated, and they was ready to go right back to work, man. They want to get back to back. They like that feeling and that preparation and them being doubted for them to go right back. You know what? Normally teams once they get to the Super Bowl, they reach that goal and everything. They say, yeah, you can say that we did this and we did that particular year. But man, they ready to go do it again. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And when he had that little heart to heart with Devontae Smith, where he was breaking down and stuff, man, he told him, man, we finna do this. We finna keep
mm-hmm.
doing it. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? He said, man, he appreciated him, man. He
Yeah.
appreciated him all the way back to Alabama. He said,
Yeah.
embrace it, man, in your hometown. And they ready to run it back.
Yeah. And now for me, when AJ Brown, when he came out and he had a comment, I think on social media, it kind of went viral.
Yeah.
It came
I know what
off,
you're talking about.
yeah, it came off like he didn't care about the Super Bowl win. but it was more like, dang, like, yeah, I thought this feeling wasn't satisfying to him. Like he wanted more, right? It just kind of was like, oh, this is how it feels to be a Super Bowl champion. But for him, it's like his get off is, man, doing it again, going to go get another
Yeah.
ring, right? So
He 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 embracing that. He embracing the preparation, man.
yeah,
He's addicted to the preparation, and he wants it again. And,
mm-hmm,
and you know, and you know, even though he got over 1,000 yards receiving, he know he could have did more. He
mm-hmm,
know he could have did more, and he gonna be hungry to get him more. And Jalen Hurts gonna try to get him more. But he got to get Devontae Smith too. That
yeah,
our offense is on lock, man. All we
yeah,
if we replace Bakai Bentham with somebody real good, that running game gonna be dominant, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're only gonna run, only gonna throw when we need to.
yeah. And honestly, this is why I think Dallas Goddard is kind of up in the air. Like, I don't, me personally,
Man,
I don't
I,
know
I,
if the
I
Eagles.
don't like that. I don't like them getting rid of Dallas Goedert, man, because he got the good hands, man, and he's clutch. But
Mm-hmm,
he has been injury prone and stuff, man. But when he on that field, man, he's a big factor. And
yeah,
Jalen know it too. He always get on that ball.
mm-hmm, yeah.
You
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying?
I hope they figure it out. I don't want to see Dallas Goddard's situation end up like a Zach Ertz, especially, we drafted him out of San Diego State, and he's ours. He's homegrown. He's 30 years old. I definitely think he has a good 4 to 5 years left in the tank. Would I pay him top dollar? No. I
No,
think Dallas is going to have to give us a little, and then maybe on the back end we can kind of sweeten the deal, so to speak. So we'll see where
yeah.
his loyalty lies. I've met him in person. What I can tell
Dallas,
you in terms of just like his demeanor towards the Eagles, he loves this city. He loves this city.
man. Boy,
Um,
I am so glad to hear that, man, because
yeah,
that's a good thing.
yeah, he
But I'm
loves this
telling you,
city.
man, them dogs on that defense, that's the reason why we're gonna go back.
Mm,
Everybody on that defense want more. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith, they were so proud to put their hands up, but they
Oh
were used
shit.
to it.
Yeah.
They were used to it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They were doing the same thing in Georgia,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and and I'm gonna end it like this. Jaden Daniels for the Commanders. He blessed, man. He blessed, and but he a good quarterback, and he gonna get outrageous stats, man. But I'm telling you, every time he go against them birds, they gonna let him know, man. They
Yeah.
gonna be barking. They gonna start biting on Jaden Daniels, picking him up in the air, and put him. You know how Jalen
Yeah.
Carter did him,
Yeah. Like old baby. Like
and he
old
can't,
3-year-old baby.
and he can't run away from him. We got him twice a year.
Yeah, yeah, he ain't going nowhere, bro. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for joining the show. Let me ask you this question, bro. How can people because I actually watch your channel myself when I'm not making
Okay.
content, stuff like that. So for the viewers that may not know about the show, whatever, where could they find you? And just give them a little bit about your channel.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, I have my YouTube channel is Brian Weaver 9607. And basically, my channel is gonna be a show where I'll be giving you everything from an old school perspective. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be I'm not only gonna be covering football, but I'm also gonna do the boxing. And I used to be a track coach and
Mm.
everything. And I need to chop it up with you again about that Chase Daniels, man. Chase Daniels is a number one hater. I'm telling you, man. But I used to coach against him when he was a high school football player at South Lake Carroll in Dallas.
Okay.
And, and he has a thing about dual quarterbacks that can run the ball and throw it. Because by Wichita Falls Coyotes, we had a quarterback that we beat him and everything, and his name was Greg Henderson. But I'll try to talk to you about that stuff at a later time, but especially about that Chase Daniels, man. We gotta
Yeah.
chop it up. I got some facts for him, man. I wish I could get. Yeah.
That's all
Yeah,
right,
but
man.
yeah, but on my channel though, that's what I'm gonna be doing. And once you click on my channel at Brian Weaver 9607, you can see my link tree where it be on my other platforms where you can see me on TikTok and also Instagram and Facebook. And
Cool,
I
man.
appreciate you, my brother, by putting me on and stuff, man.
Oh
And
yeah.
I got a long way on this journey and everything, but you building up my confidence where I can try to take it to another level. And I really appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about, bro. It ain't about, all that other stuff, man. It's about, everybody, each one teach one. I'm always gonna be like that, bro. I'm nobody, bro. I remember when I had four subscribers and nobody would watch my channel. Yeah, man. So it's for me, man, it's a blessing and it's an honor, man. To pay homage to Eagle fans like yourself who obviously
Yeah,
have paved the way for me and other fans, man. So yeah, anything I could do to help you, bro, I'm all down for it, man. That's just brotherly love, man. That's what it's all about. So
that's what it is. That's
yeah,
what my
man.
channel is. Oh, that's what my channel is. Old school BKC, Black Knowledge Content, and it's gonna be from an old school
Woo!
perspective.
Hey, but you know
You
what's
know
so
what I'm saying?
crazy? Yeah, so let me give you this. So on my channel, I'm actually going to be start doing other things outside of just talking about the Eagles. So I have
Mhm,
another podcast that I'm gonna be doing with some of my coworkers at work.
mhm,
Bunch of brothers, man, talking, really just chopping it up. Um, and it's gonna be really nice. Gonna be dropping it on the channel, my channel soon. Be looking out
mhm.
for that because that's another platform I think I want to have you on too, man. I could definitely see you just coming on talking about life experiences, stuff like that outside of
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Eagle
Yeah,
football.
I
So we
got
could
I got
definitely
a
connect.
story, man.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
had their testimony and everything. Is that is about learning from it. Is the
mm,
main thing.
yeah,
You know, you know what I'm saying. And
yeah.
like I said, I'm gonna try to do the best with it and everything. But I need to get with you in on how I can get some videos and stuff and be able to narrate it myself, where they don't
Got
be
you.
taking it down with the copyright stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you, bro. I
Get
got you.
that monetizing stuff together. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
get blessed with that, man. I can take it to the next level.
Oh,
You feel me?
absolutely, absolutely. I hear you, bro. We definitely gonna link. Appreciate you for joining the show.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Peace.
Yep. That's what it's all about right there, man. Shout out to OG Eagle, man. Make sure you guys check him out. Since we're talking about, putting on and showing love, man, I guess we can
Show love, show love, show love. Show love, show love, show love. Let them hate all they want. Show love.
yeah. All right, so this is my time in the show where I want to show love to all of the subscribers, man. YouTube has made it easier for us to know who's following us or whatever. So, yeah, just gonna take a quick second to shout out some subscribers, man. I really appreciate you guys for supporting this channel, for locking into this channel. As you guys know, we're still building, we're still growing, we're still adding, still trying to do what we gotta do, man. But I want to take the time, man, to shout you guys out. Shout out to the Eagles Collective Podcast. Jonas Crenshaw, Anthony Dickerson, Gabe Santos, Ivan Panther, MXL All-Stars, Mark Joseph, Philly Eagle, Mr. Blockson, Mel Crooks Jr., Greg Stevenson, Freedom Warrior, showing love to Philip Evans, Black Magic 71, Change is Good, DeMont Higgs, Charles Harvey, Greg Trower, Tim Rainey, Leon Nicholson. Who else we got? Justin Wynn, Earl Rutherland, IT Effect, CJ Hickman, Devontae Graham, Michael Smith, Kevin Every, Luke Gabriel, Colin B, David G, Dominic Shaw, Bo 1990, Jamin Smithson, Philly Eagles fans 97, Dennis Harper, Reggie Taylor, Von X Cigar Z, Mr. Movies. I gotta get back on that name. Nick Towson, Randy Young, James Franklin, Anthony Cedric, Pinky, Dan Kinsey, Chris Allen, Eagles Scout Room, Jonathan Wilson, 24 Hour Talk, 7, David H, Russ Bird, Clement Youngblood, Arnold, Chris Hunter, S. Carter, Anthony, Philip Boyd, all right, Romez, Big Lee, Warren Hayford. Shout out to you guys, man. I really appreciate you guys. You got Goon Music, you got Keith Sanders, Robert Payne, Kendall Brooks, Cool Clips, you got Gaps Wayne, you got Christian Charleston, you got Brandon Funners, you got Butter Golf, you got Myron Evans, Michael Coyne, you got Jerome Smith, Vilmo Nalik, Glenn Simpson. Right? Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Mike Miller, Mike Baker, Joan Curry. You got everybody. Got Lance Noble, David 10. I really appreciate you guys, man. Wanted to show love really quick, and we ain't even get started. We ain't even get started, man. I really appreciate you guys so much. Let me get to the comments. Let me see who I got right here. Humble Service says, I want Hurst to bring home at least 2 more Lombardi trophies back to Philly just to shut up the haters. Yeah, and Humble Servant, I actually think he will, honestly. I just think Jalen Hurts in his prime, to dismantle Patrick Mahomes, to undress him how he did on national TV in the biggest game of his life, is that tells you exactly what his capability is. So, Little G Griffin says, I'm a big fan of Eagles season, better Eagles draft, Georgia and linebacker, Georgia, Alabama, and Michigan. Yeah, man. I think the good thing about where the Eagles are sitting, bro, is Howie Roseman, he has no excuse to say, we don't have the capital. No, dude. You got 20 picks between now and next year's draft, right? If you feel like you have a player that can give you Quinyon Mitchell type of impact, if there's a player on your board that can give you Cooper DeJean type of impact, you go get those picks from the next year's draft, you package it up, and you go get that player, right? Because you see what happens when you draft the Quinyon Mitchell. You see what happens when you draft the Cooper DeJean. If your gut feeling is telling you that you have that kind of player on your board, yeah, there's no decision to make at that point. Just go get your guy. Right? The draft is, 12 days away, right? Dallas Goedert is still on this roster. Who knows what, Howie Roseman is thinking. Maybe we're using him as a chess piece to try to move up. I don't know what the Eagles want to do. What I do know is that we have the capability to go get who and whomever we want to do, whoever we want to go get. All right, so that's the beautiful part about where the Eagles is sitting. Like, we're not supposed to have won a Super Bowl and be in a position where we can go get guys. We're supposed to be in a position where we're losing players left and right, which we did, but he made up for that. It's very rare that you have a team that can lose players, replace those players, and have the draft capital, right? Because so many teams, to win a Super Bowl, they go all in, right? You look at the New York Jets, right? All of the capital, all of the money that they spent to try to get to the Super Bowl, and they're back at square one, and they had to spend an additional $40 million just to try to fight to think that they could get back to the playoffs with Justin Fields. All right, they sold all of their draft capital. They did all of that for Aaron Rodgers, paid all of that money, right, trying to buy a Super Bowl, and they didn't fix their culture. Right, the best thing that the Philadelphia Eagles have going for them. Much love to you, Joseph, man. I really appreciate you. The best thing that the Philadelphia Eagles have going for themselves is culture. It's not money. right? Is not any of that. It's culture. It's culture, culture, culture. And that's why Nick Sirianni is, that's why he's doing what he's doing. It's why he is who he is. But, Nick said that it was time to turn the page. He said that it was over. Super Bowl run is over. I think it's a great message. I think it's a great message to send to the city of Philadelphia, to send to the fans, because it is over. And it's time for us to look forward. It's time for us to focus on this season. We are not like the Dallas Cowboys, right? You guys know how we get down. We are trying to repeat. We're trying to do it all over again. We don't get off by walking around here, screaming to the mountain, top of our lungs to the world. Hey guys, look what we did to the Chiefs last year. Like, what have you done for me lately? So great messaging from Nick Sirianni. But as fans, right, what I want to do is kind of relive the moment, right? That's the beautiful thing about winning a Super Bowl is at any point in your day, at any point, you can relive the Super Bowl. Like, you can relive what we did. And that's the beautiful part, man, is like when you accomplish something so great, yes, the team has to move on. Yes, the owner has to move on. Yes, the media has to move on. The media team, the media department. Yes, Howie Roseman has to move on. But the fans, we are the ones that can kind of slow walk it a little bit. We don't have to necessarily move on as fast. So although I think this is great messaging for the young players, it's great messaging for the team as a whole, because a lot of players and a lot of people don't know how to turn the page and move on, right? I want to kind of reminisce just a little bit. So, yeah, here we go. Nope, we're not reminiscing. Well, it's a great photo, but let me see. Where is it? I'm sorry. I got to find my video. Here it is.
How does it feel to be world champion?
Winning. It cures all ailments. Few things compare to the afterglow of a championship.
I bleed for this city! We are two-time world champs, and we're coming back strong. Go Birds!
Go ahead and fly. Kiss your life goodbye.
Yeah.
Go ahead and fly away.
As celebration fades into sunset, the reality of the new season begins.
But now that the party is over, people are making their way home.
City slowly starting to get back to normal, but what a difference a few hours makes.
It's a beautiful gift to go to New Orleans and spend that time down there with our team and obviously win a championship, but there's no excuses going into the offseason for having less time.
Winning the Super Bowl comes with one major challenge: keeping your championship team together within the constraints of a league salary cap. This is when the difficult decisions must be made regarding who to keep and who to let go.
We have to do whatever we can to make sure that we keep this window open, but you have a certain number of resources that you can allocate. I mean, there's no way at the stage we are with our team that we can do something major without it coming from somewhere else.
There's a price for winning the Super Bowl, and that's the fact that other teams want your players. And we've seen it already. The Eagles lost Milton Williams, Josh Sweat, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. They traded, so you have to find ways to make up for it.
You know, the thing is we have a lot of good players, and so we had to make a lot of tough decisions here because we have a lot of guys who have earned their payday. But for me, I knew what was coming. I knew that we had planned this. We had looked really last year at the free agent market and felt like the opportunity to get young players in their prime in free agency was probably at that moment.
And the Eagles are rewarding Saquon with a 2-year, $41 million contract extension, making him the highest paid running back in NFL history.
It's brilliant.
The word culture is thrown around a lot, and to me, a big definition of culture is rewarding those who do extraordinary things. And I don't think there's any question that Saquon did extraordinary things on and off the field for this football team, and gives us a chance, instead of him going and having just a couple of years on his contract, knowing that he's going to be a big part of not only the future of this team, but the present of this team.
It feels great. That was a goal, to come here and make an impact right away. You know, I don't know if you could have written up any better than it went in year one. But yeah, being here almost a year ago and doing it again, it's amazing. And it just speaks volumes about this organization, the people in this building, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Right into the fire. What's up?
Right into the fire. My man. Oh, man.
It's gonna be good for the camera. It's gonna be good for the stuff like that.
Oh, I told you.
Yeah,
I told you.
We bad.
Well, I understand there's a lot of conversations about position priorities for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think sometimes what we get lost is how hard it is to find difference makers. And Zach Ball's a difference maker on the field. Zach Ball's a difference maker off the field. He fits everything we're looking for in a player. And when you have impact players, those guys are impossible to replace. And so we wanted to keep him here. We understand how important he is to this football team.
Oh my gosh, this past year has been absolutely crazy. My son was born, we moved to Philly, and then we started training camp, played an entire season, won the Super Bowl, had the parade. Is he smiling? Yeah. Came back here, signed a new deal.
Yeah, I mean, going to my 13th year, it's weird because I still...
Worth every penny, by the way, Zach Bond. Every freaking penny.
25 most days, so I think, you know, when you get into the league, 10's like the magic number, and then, well, I'll cross that, and so let's keep going. But man, I love it so much. I love being in the building. I love football and everything that comes along with it, and I think that's why I'm here.
Yeah, different offseason in terms of we're not going out and signing a guy for $15 million a year or some huge amount of money because of the players that we have on the team already. We have 8 guys who make $15 million or more and have earned that payday. We have 8 starters from our 2022-2024 draft who played in the Super Bowl. We think that we have a bunch more from those drafts. And so we had to make choices that were going to affect us going forward. And we went into free agency trying to find guys that were looking for an opportunity to kind of come here, play well, and then see what free agency holds from them a year from now. And so those are one-year deals. Those are guys that we thought fit what we were looking for those particular positions. Those are guys that we did a lot of work on coming out in the draft that we feel like fit the vision of our football team and the positions that they're playing.
I'm just most excited about the process this year. Being able to go through it, seeing these guys win a Super Bowl, knowing what they do. So I think for me, just being able to join forces with them, Saquon, A.J. Brown, playing with both of them before. Oh, and now Azeez Ojulari, you know, my guy. So coming from New York, coming down south of the Turnpike, they say, we're going to have a good time.
What's up, y'all? Azeez Ojulari here. Excited to be here, ready to go to work. Go Birds.
I wanted to sign with the Eagles because the tradition, the guys are on the team, the winning culture. We play them twice a year. I see all my guys I played with in college, JD, N'Kobe, Nolan Smith, Keelan Ringo, Jalen Carter. It's just a bunch of guys, and it made a decision easier for me to, you know, come here and dwell with those guys and connect.
Yeah, Joseph, we have.
All right, man, one final shoot before the retirement.
This definitely means something to me, man, because when I first came, Harold Carmichael took me from the airport to go get my first cheesesteak at Pat's, though. It was Pat's. We came up here, you know, just checked out this before I went to the facility. And so, man, this one right here, I just wanted to hang my cleats up because this is Philly right here, you know, and every time people come to Philly, it's about the Rocky Steps. And so I want to hang my cleats up, you know, on here just to let them know that the job is done. You know, we're not on top and ready for the next thing.
Absolutely.
That is.
One major change to the Eagles' upcoming season will be the retirement of a beloved legend. For 15 years, Brandon Graham has endeared himself to both fans and teammates.
Yes, sir.
Terrorizing opposing QBs and bringing home 2 Super Bowl championships.
Yeah, he did.
Today will be his last as an Eagle.
Yeah, he did. You did that, BG.
Not the hard part. This is what I've been thinking about all week.
Job well done.
This speech. Get through this speech. And I appreciate you.
Job well done, BG. Job well done.
First, I just want to say thank you to everybody already. But y'all know I gave everything I had in this. And I don't have no regrets. 15 years ago, I walked into this city as a young man with dreams, big dreams, a little bit of nervousness, and a whole lot of fire in my heart.
Just sit, you sit there and freaking, if you're a freaking Cowboys fan in here, I don't care if it's 2 of you, you freaking look at those 2 beautiful trophies sitting there next to them. You freaking look at it for a freaking second. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Jason Kelce and Fletcher Cox retired too soon. The only thing I don't like about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl is that Jason Kelce could have had another one, and Fletcher Cox. All those guys were supposed to have another ring, but I don't know. I get it, but yeah, I think they have a little bit of regret. They may not ever admit it, but I think Jason Kelce has some regret. Fletcher Cox has some regret. BG is a 2-time champion, and those guys are a 1-time champion. So I'll just leave that there.
I had no idea back then what this journey would bring. I didn't know how many times I would be tested. I didn't know how much I would grow. And I surely didn't know how deeply I would fall in love with these fans and the team in this city. I am overwhelmed with gratitude. My entire life has been forever changed because of this magical place.
It makes me proud. It brings me so much warmth and joy. It is a feeling that is indescribable because I'm a part of it, but at the same time, I'm also witnessing it. And I know that he is a hard worker, and everything that he's spoken about or that he wanted to do, he's done it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I really like how he's happy and proud of himself, and how people like to see him around the town. And I just really like how he just stands out in the crowd. Dad, I'm very proud of you, and I love you so much.
I feel like I accomplished everything that you can do, and that's all you really want. I feel like my career didn't start off so good in the beginning, but boy, we ended with a bang.
Yes, sir.
And going out on top, a lot of people don't get to say they did that. So I'm just thankful for that.
I mean, I knew it was coming to an end just by, everything he said over the past few years, but yeah, I just felt like he embodied what, the city was truly all about. I think how he persevered through adversity at the beginning of his career, I think speaks volumes, and that's why he was so beloved here, is because he made everybody in the building feel better, felt welcome, and felt like family.
Yeah, like that's real. I met BG multiple times when we used to play the Commanders. I knew where the Eagles bus would always come, and I will always meet the players after the game, and never forget. Got BG's autograph, man. He walked up to me, kind of like punched me in my chest, like kind of tapped me, hit me in my chest, man, and just made my day so much better, man. He is a human magnet. Like, it's something about him, man, that his smile, and he just never let the money or the fame make him feel better than anybody else, man. So thank you, BG. He want to clap, but he can't because he's a 2-time Super Bowl freaking champion.
I appreciate y'all for real. You know, that love that I'm telling you, I'm just trying to enjoy it because all I ever wanted was just to show y'all love, let y'all know y'all are part of this just as much as, you know, us being out there on that field. And so, as I can say, let's go get us another one. I ain't going nowhere. I'm just not playing, but I'm going to be on this side of it. But just wanted to appreciate y'all. Just wanted to tell y'all, appreciate y'all for real. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Two-time.
Free agency, the upcoming draft, and possible trades, Howie Roseman will continue to tinker with his roster to ensure he can provide the team with every opportunity to return to the Super Bowl. And once again, bask in the afterglow of a championship.
Adding talented players never ends. You know, every day we wake up and I'm looking at where we are on our free agent board, our draft board, what are the opportunities, talking to teams about possibilities, making trades, and you know, we can't stop doing that. Some of our best moves have not come in March or April, but some come in May, some come in August, some come in October, and we got to continue to find values. We got to continue to find fits. It's just, it's the challenge of the job is constantly trying to get better, and you know, adding talent is our job every year, and sometimes it's going to look different. Sometimes we're going to find it in different places, but we're not going to stop.
Man, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. Man, shout out to all of you all in the live stream in the chat. I really, really do appreciate you guys. We've been rocking for about an hour and 16, almost an hour and 20 minutes. That's going to be it for me, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed OG today, man. Hope you guys enjoyed that conversation. Hope you guys found some kind of value in today's video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm Pablo Gary, man. This is Think Eagles. And I really appreciate you guys. You know, I'm really excited. The draft is just 12 days away. What will Howie Roseman do? What is Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles going to do? I'm really excited. Rex says, lost my money at live casino around 5 a.m. back in 2023. Walking towards the elevator, I noticed BG walking, and I said, BG, is that you? He nodded his head at me, and I said, BG, can I take that picture with you? And Rex, you ain't even got to tell me the rest. I know what he said. Sure, man, come here. He took the phone from you, held it up like this. Said, this how you work it? And said, that big old smile that only BG can give, man. And he said, man, go Birds. I know that's what he said, go Birds. Yeah, man, so thank you guys so much for locking in, for showing love, right? You guys are Super Bowl champions. I know Nick Sirianni said it's time to turn the page. The Super Bowl is over. But remember, you can always relive that moment. I'm Pablo Gary, man. This is Think Eagles. I will catch you guys in the next live or the next video drop. Thank you so much. Until next time, God bless you all. Stay safe. And as always, fly, Eagles, fly.
I spend it in Paris. Just for these, just for fun. It's all they bought. I'm just finna hit. I'm feeling hip. I'm rusting it all on my divas. I feel like the rock.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been legit. If I was you, I would cut up my wrist. XO tatted all over her body. Oh, she just wanna roll and I don't mind it. Ever since I was a G, I've been legit. Now you should let her go. She wanna be. 4B. BBC boys on the creep, feel like it's 03. Neptune drum with a beam. She hit me flipping a beam. She wanna with the team. She fell in love with the green. She fell in love with the scene. Oh yeah, her man quiet, not a peep. Broke his heart, PTSD. Hold his chest, let it breathe, let it breathe. Scheming, I got a priest, he got a cross. Get out of line, send him to God. I shed a tear, pray for